going to show you a cool trick that I know of how to change the colours of your watercolour paintings, or actually any paintings. It doesn't need to be watercolour, but I mostly work in watercolour. So one way that you can do this is to just click on the top layer, and then you can go down to adjustments and change the hue, and you can slide this up and down and change the colours, and it changes the colours of everything. You can also, instead of having it on master here, what you can do is you can maybe change just the reds, which means that if you do this, you'll see that the green leaves are staying the same colour, but the other things are changing. One kind of problem when it comes to doing patterns is that this will also change the colour of the background. So if I put in a background colour here, if I pick, say, yellow from my swatches and fill the background layer, and then come back up to the hue and saturation layer and change this, it's also going to change the background layer, which I don't find particularly helpful. So one way to avoid this is to select all of your motifs. I've just hit shift there to select all of them, and then I'm going to come down here and click the folder, so it's made a group, and I normally call that motifs, just so that we know what it is. And then if we click on the hue and saturation layer, right click, and we come down and we can click create clipping mask, it then will only clip the changes onto the motifs that are in this folder here. So I'll show you now. If I change it, the background will stay the same, but you can still change the different colours. I will also show you how I use this kind of in real life. So this is the pattern that I have got as part of my vintage autumn collection, and I use the same background colours here for the various different colours. And what I have got, if I scroll up, it's opened up for some reason. So I have all of the motifs in this folder here, and I've got this pattern in 3 different colourways. So this is the pink colourway. To get to the orange colourway, I just click these on, and then you can see the background colour has stayed the same, but this has all turned to orange. And then I can also turn these off, and then I've got a purple colourway too, so I can click them on for purple. So this is one lot of artwork, and then as you can see, this is quite different looking, being purple, pink or orange. So I hope you have found that helpful. And this, I can also just change that to the green, and then because it's clipped, it means that that background colour, the green, would be the same through all of them, or this pale pink would be the same underneath all of them, to make sure that it matches nicely. I hope that is helpful for you, and I will have another tip coming next week. Hopefully, we'll see how my emails go.